Honestly, a pretty good month for me. Live, laugh, love, Lexapro, I guess. Guys, how come January felt like it went for 100 years, but February only felt like it went for 5 minutes? I literally feel like I filmed my Feb reset yesterday, but somehow here we are, and it is time to get our shit together for March. I don't know about you, but February was a crazy month for me. I feel like I thrived, I barely survived, a lot happened, which you will know if you watch the vlogs, but if you don't, hi, my name is Beth. I overshare in all of my vlogs, I go to a lot of concerts, and this year I'm forcing myself to film a monthly reset every single month. I'm trying to consistently be a productive gal. So if you haven't subscribed, you definitely should, because we're basically best friends at this point. Okay, you know what? Let's just get into it because we have a lot to do. Okay, first things first, we are going to deep clean this apartment. You will know if you've watched any of my resets before, but I literally cannot focus or organize anything else in my life if my apartment is a mess. Now, usually I start in my bedroom, which is this door right here, and then work my way anti-clockwise around the apartment. But this time, to try and switch it up and make it a little bit different, I'm gonna start in the living room, which is where I am now, and then work my way clockwise around the apartment. I know, crazy, but hopefully it makes this feel a little bit different. I'm also going to put on my AirPod Max because God forbid I be left alone with my thoughts. What should I listen to today? This is so random, but I'm going to a Green Day concert on the weekend, so I feel like I should listen to Green Day. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the American Idiot album, which I can literally remember listening to on my little MP3 when I was like 10 years old. Please comment below if you also did this. I had that little MP3 that changed colors, like the screen changed colors. I thought I was so cool. And I really felt so sorry for myself sitting there listening to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Imagine a 10-year-old just with her headphones on like,
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known.
Like, babes, you're fine. Anyway, let's start deep cleaning this apartment. Guys, Cal got me these flowers for our anniversary, but our anniversary was 2 weeks ago, so these are very crusty and dusty and gone. They need to go into the bin. They're like 1 day away from being covered in mold, but I don't want to get rid of them. But they gotta go. They gotta go. Oh my god, 2 years since Love on Tour. That's crazy. Okay guys, lounge room is done. Now it is time to tackle the kitchen. The thing is, usually after breakfast, I will clean up the kitchen. I'll unstack the dishwasher from the night before. I did not do that today. I did not do that today. So I have to clean the kitchen to then deep clean the kitchen. You know what I mean? Also, I just realized that there is off fruit in our fruit bowl. This is so off-brand for us, but I can literally see a lemon that is brown. So safe to say, the kitchen needs a deep clean. kitchen is done, which means we are halfway there. We only have 2 rooms left, the bathroom and my bedroom. So let's get started on the bathroom. I do have to wash our washing machine. I do that once a month, but I do also have some washing that I need to get done. So first thing I'm gonna do is put on some washing, have that going in the background, and then after I've cleaned the bathroom and the washing is done, I'll clean the actual washing machine. I'm also not gonna clean the shower. I'm just straight up not gonna do that. I hate cleaning the shower so much, and I prefer to clean it when I'm having a shower. Also, what is this? This looks absolutely crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm crashing a little bit. It is currently 3 p.m, but we've got this. I believe in us. It's gonna feel so good when it's done. The second I finished the kitchen, I was like, wow, this feels amazing. So we got this, guys. We can't give up now. So close to being done. All we have to do now is the bedroom. I'm hoping I can just like speed run this and get it done in 30 minutes. I want to just lock in. Okay guys, it is a couple of days later. I am in the exact same outfit as I wore to deep clean because 1, I own a washing machine, and 2, this set is actually so cute. I genuinely always forget that I own this. I literally never wear it. So I'm giving it another time to shine. Also guys, I was too lazy to set up my proper big tripod. So this is currently what I'm using as a tripod. I'm really hoping these cushions will pull through. Every time I move, which is frequently because apparently I'm quite expressive when I talk, it shakes. So there's that. But now that the deep clean is done, it is time to move into the digital deep clean / declutter. I honestly think this is just as important as actually deep cleaning and organizing your space, especially for me because hello? I don't know if you just heard that, but the aircon just turned itself on. Is this apartment haunted? I'm just gonna pretend like that literally never happened. Anyway, like I was saying, because I work completely for myself and all of my job is on my phone and my laptop, if both of those devices are cluttered, there's apps everywhere, there's files everywhere, it just feels a bit too chaotic for me. So I'm gonna start with my phone. The biggest thing I really do on my phone is make sure that there's no apps that I've recently downloaded on my home screen. My home screen looks like this, and I love this setup. And when I download a new app, it creates a new page, and I don't like that. I like just having this one page, so I don't have to worry about that. But as you can see, I have missed calls I need to clear, I have messages that I need to respond to, and then something that I want to do this month and every month moving forward is spending 10 minutes going through my camera roll and deleting videos and photos I just don't need anymore. I have 55,468 items in my photos. That is crazy. That is ridiculous. I feel like I should work on that, you know? I'm not gonna delete things that I want to keep, obviously, but I do a lot of my filming on my phone, and I'm pretty good at deleting the files once I've transferred them to my computer, but sometimes I'm not. And then also, sometimes I find screenshots and I'm like, dude, I just do not need to keep this anymore. Or when I get someone to take a photo of me and they take 500, which I'm so grateful for, but like I haven't gone through and deleted the 499 I don't want. You know what I mean? So that's something that I'm definitely going to try out this month and hopefully do every single single month moving forward. And then the last thing I like to do is go through everyone that I'm following on social media, on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and unfollow anyone that I don't want to follow anymore. That might sound harsh, but I think on social media, it is best to control what you consume to the best of your ability. You can't always stop sponsored ads or the algorithm bringing up stuff that you don't want to see, but you can control who you follow and what pops up in your following feed. So I like to keep my following, especially on Instagram, to about 150. And honestly, I've unfollowed people that I like, but either make me feel bad about myself because of my own jealousy issues, or that I just don't feel like I need to see or know about their life every single day. Most of the time, it's not personal. And I highly encourage you to do this. If you take anything from this video, do I want this to be the thing? I don't know if I want this to be the main thing you take from this video, but I definitely recommend doing a little digital online social media declutter. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Now that my phone's done, I'm gonna move on to decluttering and organizing my computer as well. The main thing I have to do is clear out my downloads folder, which I think might be pretty clear. Pretty sure I did this the other day. And then also transfer all of my footage from Feb onto my hard drive. Now that my computer is all organized, I'm gonna move on to updating my tax document. Also, my laptop is here in the corner. So if you see me looking to the left, I haven't lost my mind. I'm just looking at my laptop. Also, do I look fluorescent orange right now? Like, I am wearing fake tan, but why do I feel like I look like an orange? You know what? I'm just gonna choose to ignore that. I'm gonna choose to protect my peace right now. But let's go ahead and update my tax document. If you're new here, I have this Excel document where I track all of my income and expenses, both for social media and for freelance. I record what the expense is, what account it came out of, how much it is, and then I also file a digital receipt as well. And then I actually also cross-check that amount with my bank account as well, just to make sure everything matches. And then I also have a section where I add up my total income for the month, and I break that into social media and freelance as well, just because my income does vary from month to month. So it's nice to be able to see how much I'm earning every different month, and then be able to figure out an average and use that to kind of plan out my budget and my life. And then also I have another document as well where I track all of mine and Cal's bills. So I write down what the bill is, how much it was, and then I have a section where I track whether I have the receipt from the bill as well. That one I update just as I go. Like, as we get a bill, I pay it straight away. But I do have a section in there where I have our breakdown of our budget. Basically, for our budget, Cal and I have set amounts that we transfer to particular accounts every single month, and I like to reflect on that every month, make sure it still matches our goals, change anything if necessary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill out all of my social media and freelance expenses and earnings, file any receipts that I have to, fill out the monthly totals so I know how much I earn in Feb, and then I'm gonna cross-check that with my budget for March, and then just make sure I have recorded all of our bills that we've paid for March. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty good at updating that as I go, but it's always good to double check just in case. Okay, now that my tax document is all updated, it is time to do my monthly reflection and goal setting for March. So on my Notion, I have this section on the left called 2025 goals. And this is where I track my goals for the year, my monthly goals, my weekly goals, and I also have a section where I do a reflection. So on the right-hand side, you can see I have a section called monthly goals. I already feel like I know I didn't accomplish all of my goals this month, but you know what, guys? I actually genuinely don't care I know that probably sounds bad. You know what? Let's just open it and then we can talk about it and go from there. You know what I mean? Okay, so these were my monthly goals for Feb. As you can see, I have them all written here. Then there's a status section where I can keep track of where the goal is at. And then next to that, I have the type of goal that it is. So I split my goals into 6 sections. I have work, physical, financial, mental. I don't know why I try and count like this. I literally can never do it. Hobbies, and then personal. So they're my 6 sections that I have, and I have 2 goals under each category, and that's across my yearly, monthly, and weekly goals. So what I have to do now is go ahead and update them to done if I completed them, or leave them as in progress if I didn't. You know what? Let's do this together. Post once a week on all platforms. Done. I'm very proud of myself. Finalize client plans. That's in progress, but I will know the first week of March, so I'm not really stressed about that one. 3 workouts a week. Yes, I went to Pilates 3 times a week this month, and then I also was doing 12-3-30 twice a week as well, so I kind of low-key slayed my fitness game. Follow supplement plan. Guys, do you think I can say yes if I just missed like 2 days? Because I did follow the plan. I just missed a couple of days. I think I missed 2 days total, and then I ran out of one of my supplements and had to get a new one. You know what? Consistency over perfection. I'm gonna tick done, and I'm really proud of myself because sometimes I'm the kind of person who is all or nothing. So if I set myself a goal to do something every single day and I miss 1 day, I like completely fall off. But this time I missed 1 day or missed 2 days and I jumped back on and was really consistent. I'm so proud of myself. I feel like I really got that mindset change solidified this month. So I'm ticking it as done. Follow monthly budget. Yes. This one I didn't set a goal for. This yearly goal is something that I'm not gonna focus on until the second half of the year, so that's why there is no goal there. Journal every day. Again, I technically didn't, so I guess I didn't complete the goal, but I missed 1 day. 1 day. That's what I mean by I don't care that I didn't achieve some of these goals. You know what I mean? Because like I did, well I didn't, but I created that habit. So I guess I have to leave that as in progress, but I don't care because I only missed 1 day. Log 4 social media free days. Guys, okay, I didn't. I logged 3, and do you want to know why I didn't get 4? I completely forgot to check this, but basically I do a social media free day every single Sunday. The only social media I'm allowed is YouTube because that just feels like TV or Netflix to me. It doesn't feel like social media or affect me the way that TikTok or Instagram does. So every Sunday I do a social media free day, and most of the time there's 4 Sundays in a month. So I just keep that same goal every single month. But this month, because it's Feb and there's not as many days as usual, there's actually only 3 Sundays. And I realized this yesterday and was like, I'm not going to achieve my goal. Do I do like a bonus social media free day? But then I realized there's 5 Sundays in March, so I don't really care. It'll balance out. Usually I would beat myself up about this. I would literally be like, I didn't achieve my goal. I have to find a bonus day to take a social media free day, which is kind of hard when half of my job is social media. So didn't do it, don't care. Again, I've created the habit. Practice piano once a week. Well, I practice once. Actually, I practice twice. I don't know, guys. I set this goal for myself and I would love to be able to play piano. I would love to be able to play a song on the piano. That's my yearly goal. I also just don't know if I care enough right now. I am working on so many things in my life, especially my physical and mental health, that I just don't. It's just not top priority, so didn't achieve that one. Read 2 books and log. Yes, I did that. Book flights and start organizing my birthday. Guys, I did that as well. I'm so happy. We booked our flights to Europe and I started the group chat for my birthday because I'm not sure if I've told you guys, but some of my friends are coming to Paris for my birthday. Well, they're like already gonna be in the area and they're coming. I'm very excited. And then lastly, book March appointment for my hair. I didn't do that, but it's because I'm waiting on some information of whether I'm going somewhere, because if I'm going there, I want to push my appointment to closer to that. Anyway, regardless, I don't care. So I only completed 6 out of 11 goals, basically 50%. I don't want to do the actual maths. I don't care enough. It sounds like I don't care about anything. I do. I care a lot about everything, but I feel like I'm just in a good place where I'm more concerned about creating the habit and getting that consistency there over perfection. So not having achieved all of these goals, but having made those improvements in my life, like I'm journaling almost every single day, I'm following my supplement plan, I'm finalizing my client plan, it's just not completely done yet. That's good enough for me. I'm proud of myself. Okay, next thing I have to do is do my end of month reflection / review. So underneath my monthly goals, I have this section reflection. Basically, it's broken down into 4 categories. So we have like, what did I enjoy most this month? Learned, what did I learn this month? Lacked, what could I have done better this month? And longed for, what do I wish existed or was possible to make this month run smoother? And then under each section, I just have to jot down 5 dot points. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Finished my end of month review. Honestly, a pretty good month for me. Live, laugh, love Lexapro, I guess. One thing I want to do is I want to have a look at what I wrote down under lacked and longed for in January to see if I improved on those things or implemented those things in Feb. I have my February up on my laptop, so I'm going to bring it up on my phone. Okay, January end of month reflection. Lacked consistency with working out. Guys, we slayed that in Feb. Drank more water. I got better at that at the end of Feb, but the start of Feb. Less mindless scrolling for dopamine. March problem. Planned my days in advance. Yes. Relaxed more. Yes, I did. Okay, slay. 3 out of 5 ain't bad. And then longed for another client. That's in the works. More photos and content with friends. Yes, I definitely made that a focus. And one thing I did is I communicated that to my friends as well. I was like, I want to be taking heaps of photos and videos of us this year. So now they're aware of it and we're taking more photos and content. I'm very happy about that. Better sleep. My sleep has improved. It definitely could improve more overall, but I'm trying. More fun plans. Yes. I didn't do any picnics, but I definitely have so many plans with my friends, like at least one thing a week. And then if we don't have plans, we'll go to Pilates together. I feel like I have a plan at least once a week. And honestly, I'm a pretty introverted, so that is enough for me. And then last one was mental stability. And honestly, that is a work in progress, but I did finally start medication for my anxiety and depression in the second half of Feb. I actually think it was literally Feb 16th, so almost right in the middle. I've been on that medication for about 2 weeks now, and I can already see the benefits from that and the mental stability happening. Also, I'm still going to therapy every second week, so I think we slayed that. I'm honestly so proud of myself. Hopefully the same thing happens when we do our April reset. We can look back on the things that I longed for and lacked in February, and hopefully I've done those in March. But this is my monthly reflection. Feel free to snoop to get the tea, but I highly recommend doing this. I never used to do this. I was always too lazy, but this helps so much, and I've only done it literally twice. All right, now that my February reflection is done, I'm going to set my monthly goals for March and then also my weekly goals for the first week of March. Guys, I have to be honest with you. I dropped the ball so hard with setting my weekly goals. I literally set them for the first week of Feb and then just didn't do it. I didn't do it, which probably makes sense now that I only achieved half of my monthly goals. It's fine. It's fine. Also, do you guys remember I had that whiteboard? Wait, let me grab it. I had to move it for something yesterday. Do you remember this whiteboard that I got where I was like, I'm gonna write down my weekly goals and hopefully seeing them in the flesh and not just on my computer will motivate me to do them? Well, yeah, I wrote them out for that first week of Feb and then I just never did it again. I will say, I wonder if because I still had this at my desk, I was aware of my goals in general, because these goals relate to my yearly goals. I think I've said this before, but basically I have my yearly goals, so my 2025 goals, and then my monthly goals help me achieve those, and my weekly goals help me achieve my monthly goals. So these all relate to my yearly goals and my monthly goals. So I wonder if maybe seeing this subconsciously was helping me stay on track, because like I said, even though I didn't quite achieve the goals, I was pretty consistent. So we're gonna give this another try. I honestly think it's so ugly though. I need to figure that out. Maybe I'll get Kel to write on it for me. I think I said I was gonna do that last time and I just straight up didn't do it, did I? Anyway, let's go ahead and set these monthly goals and then also set goals for the first week of March and then write them out on the whiteboard as well. Next up, we are going to do all of my end of month tasks. I mean, technically, this whole video is me doing my end of month tasks, but I made a list of all the things that I want to make sure that I do at the end of the month. So some of these things are things that I do once a month, and other things are things that I think will help me set myself up to have the best March that I can. So these are the tasks that we need to do. Also, if you can think of anything that I should add to this list, please let me know, especially if you've heard me say in my vlogs, oh, I should do this once a month. I've tried really hard this month to add things to this list as I think of them, but if you guys have any suggestions, especially if you've heard me literally say it, please comment them below. So we have to clean my AirPod Max, clean the washing machine, clean the dishwasher, book appointments, book workout classes, change the head on my toothbrush, wash my makeup brushes, wash my hairbrush, and then order any online items that I've been putting off. So I'm going to start working through this list. I'm actually going to wash my AirPod Max last because I looked up how to wash them and it said you have to let them dry for 24 hours, and I rely on my AirPod Max to survive. I am constantly listening to a YouTube video, watching a YouTube video, listening to music. Actually, I just realized or like remembered that I have my old Bose headphones that I can use while my AirPod Max are out of action. Crisis averted. Not that there really was a crisis, but I'm going to put on my AirPod Max, smash through this list, and then we'll clean them last so we can make the most of them before we switch over to the Bose. Okay guys, I believe in us. We got this. You know what I should do? Oh my god, I should set a timer. I love timers, by the way. If you ever need to get something done and you're not motivated, you're not in the mood, or you just want to get it done as fast as you can, set a timer. It is so helpful. I literally use timers every single day. Oh my god, that just reminded me of something I want to add to my February favorites. I was about to say it out loud, but I want to share it with you later in the video. But yeah, if you need to get something done, set a timer, see how much of it you can get done. So I'm gonna set a 45-minute timer. I think that might be a little bit too much time, but filming obviously like takes longer. Okay guys, we got this. If you also have tasks to do, feel free to just listen to the copyright free music while we roll this montage. I bet my 45-minute timer, not to flex, but I'm feeling on top of the world right now. I highly recommend making a list of all the things that you want to do either once a month or just like at the end of the month. I love ticking off those random tasks. Also, I feel like my ponytail is kind of crazy right now, but alas, we're gonna roll with it. We're getting through what we need to get through and we just don't need to worry about this. But guys, okay, so I was saying when I was doing my reflection and my goal setting that one thing I'm really proud of myself for getting better at is consistency. Actually, this is crazy. No, you know what? We already said we're not gonna talk about it or think about it, so that's that. I think I need to take my hair out. I actually can't move forward, unfortunately. You know when something just like really irks you? We really gotta move on. Okay, I don't know why this is happening right now, but alas, the show goes on. Like I was saying, I'm really proud of myself that I've gotten more consistent with things, and I think a way to keep that going moving forward is to use a habit tracker. If you guys have been around for a while, you'll know that I did have a habit tracker back in 2023. I think I had one that was online, and honestly I was so bad at filling it out. I just would never do it, you know what I mean? But I was watching, I can't remember if it was Keegan Acton's Reset or just one of her weekly vlogs, but she mentioned this app called Habits. So I just downloaded it. Basically it's an app where you can keep track of your habits, and I think I remember her saying once you've set it up you can make it a widget on your home screen, so then every time you unlock your phone you can see your habits for the day, which will remind you to do them them and then also remind you to tick them off. And that just seems like the perfect solution for me. Like that is exactly what I want. So let me quickly download this and set it up, and then we can run through it together. Oh my god, wait, do I have to pay for this? Oh, aha. I hate when they try and trick you. They're like, unlock the pro version. And I'm like, I don't need the pro version. Like maybe, but not right now, you know? Guys, not to be dramatic, but I'm already so obsessed with this app. Okay, so I set it up with my habits that I want to do daily. I have 10k steps, drink 3 liters of water, practice French, stretch, and then journal in the morning and journal at night. And the best thing about this, okay, 2 good things. One, it syncs with my health app, which means it syncs with my Apple Watch. So it automatically updates my steps. Like I've already done 7.3k steps today and it's updated in the habit. How satisfying. Like I don't have to manually do that. Oh my god. Sorry, when things link up like this, it makes me so happy. This is the same feeling I used to get when I would code my MySpace page. Also, I feel like before I was orange and now I'm blue. What is going on? Please explain. Anyway, the other good thing is I could put it as a widget on my home screen. It did mean that I had to get rid of one of my other widgets, but this is my current home screen. I think it looks cute. I'm very happy with it. Let's just see how it goes. I'll check in with you guys in my next reset, my April reset, and we'll see how I went with the app. Let me know if you guys have this app or if you have a habit tracker, what one it is it a better app? I'm very interested to know, but I'm so happy this is set up. This is like exactly what I wanted. All right, next thing we need to do is update my calendar and my Notion. If you're new here, I use my Apple Calendar religiously, basically, and I split my calendars up into 5 different ones. So I have live, YouTube/socials, INEG, which is Carl's company, gym, and freelance. I find this the best way to be able to actually keep track of everything. I've tried in the past having it all in one calendar and it feels very overwhelming, very chaotic. And the best thing about having them in separate calendars is if you just want to look at one thing, you can turn off the other calendars. So if I just want to see what my gym schedule looks like, I can turn off all the other calendars and I can see my gym calendar. So highly recommend. But basically at the end of each month, I like to go and do a big fill of everything that I have happening in the upcoming month. I do update my calendar as things pop up, if I book an appointment, if I make plans with a friend, etc. But I do like to check at the end of the month and add in anything that is missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Calendar is updated, I'm going to go ahead and update my Notion. So this is my Notion setup. It's called Basecamp. I also have a template of this if you're interested. I'll link it below for you guys. But basically on the right hand side, I have a section called weekly schedule. And as you can see, it's broken down into every single day of the week. And what I like to do is just write down the most important things that I have on for each of those days. And I get that information from my calendar, which is why I fill out my calendar first. But basically, I like just having this here so that I can know what the main things are that I'm doing for the week without having to go to my calendar. And then above the weekly schedule, I have my to-do list for the day. So this is where I will expand on what I have on for each day, but I'll just do it each day at a time. So I have Monday's to-do list on Monday, then I'll make Tuesday's to-do list on Tuesday. I'm sure you get what I mean. So what I have to do now is go ahead and fill out the weekly schedule. And then while I'm there, I'm also going to go and fill out my YouTube planner. Basically, I have this YouTube planner where I plan out every single YouTube video that I'm filming. Even if it's something that I don't have to plan out, like a week in my life or day in my life vlog, I just have the rough heading written down. I have the filming date, the due date for myself, and the post date, just so I know what I'm filming for the next month. It does change from time to time if I come up with an idea, if something pops up, but then I will add that information back into my calendar under my YouTube and socials calendar. So let's go ahead and fill all of this information out. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna finish with my February favorites. So all of my favorite things from the month. Not me mansplaining to you what February favorites are. Oh my god, off to a good start with this segment. But I thought it would be fun to share with you guys things that I just loved this month. I split it into sections because I've never relaxed a day in my life. So I have physical items, apps slash programs, and then shows, movies slash music. So let's start off with the physical items. First up is my journal. I got this new journal, I think it was at the end of Jan, and I started it in Feb. It is such a good journal. I got it from Big W. It's called the Wellness Journal by the brand, how the f do you say this brand? Spirax? You know that like school supplies brand? If you live in Australia, I'm sure you'll know. I think this was like $15 or something. And this has changed my life. So basically this is what it looks like. You're meant to fill out the left side in the morning and then the right side at night. I'm not gonna lie, this month I just filled it all out at night. But it's kind of like the 5-minute journal, but cheaper and in my opinion, better. As you can see at the top, you just write the date, your intentions for the day. I like that it has the mood, so you can circle what mood you're feeling, a section for your sleep, your meals, and then your self-care plan. And then on the right hand side, this is the main reason why I liked this journal, was because I needed to start journaling my thoughts, but it felt so overwhelming and I didn't want the main purpose of journaling for me to just be about my thoughts. Like I didn't want a blank journal and I wanted the section to be small so that I could just not rant for 10,000 years. So I love that it has the my recent thoughts section, then it has what went well today, what I'm grateful for, and what I can change to make tomorrow better. Highly recommend this journal. If I can find it online, I'll link it below for you guys. Ooh. Next up is my Kindle. Don't mind this book that I'm reading. It's honestly not the best, but I started reading Julia Fox's book when I started taking my meds, and my meds made me feel so much worse before I felt better, and that book was triggering me so bad. So I was like, I need to read something easy, something predictable. So don't mind my book, but I love my Kindle so much. I think this will be one of my favorites for every month. I will link my Kindle below if I can find it. I think they might have discontinued it. I literally only got this one because it was white and I thought that was more aesthetic, but I read so much more having a Kindle. I am such a competitive person with myself, and when it tells me how long it's going to take me to finish the book, first of all, that's so satisfying, and second of all, don't tell me how long you think it's going to take me, like you don't know me. I'm clearly a Scorpio. But I also love that it has the percentage of the book as well, because one of my goals for the year is to read 24 books, so 2 books a month, which then breaks down to 50% of a book a week, so I can physically see how far through the book I am. Again, I've never relaxed, but highly recommend. Speaking of my meds, we have my meds. Yeah, woo! This month I started this medication. It's basically Lexapro, and it has so far changed my life. This is not me recommending medication. You should definitely go to a doctor if you think it's something that you need. But I can't believe it only cost me $6.90 to feel happiness again and some mental stability. So yeah, these big game changer for me in Feb. I low-key haven't washed this because I used it this morning, and I guess that just shows how much I do love it. Next up we have my Chamberlain coffee tumbler, I guess this is. I love this thing so much. I truly do. I don't know what it is, but there is something about this. I use this every single day. I will literally take this to Pilates even though it's glass and I guess like not technically takeaway. I just love it so much. I don't know if you can buy it in Australia. I'm sure it'll be ridiculously overpriced, but I will link it below if I can find it. It's to the point where even if I buy a matcha or a coffee out, like this morning I got a free coffee from my Pilates place, or like the cafe near my Pilates, and I literally poured it into this mug because I would prefer to have my drink in this mug. I fear maybe I need to get another one in case I break it, because at this point I'm emotionally attached to it. And speaking of emotional attachment, we have my emotional support lip balm. This is so random, but I got this lip balm in America. It's the Glossier, I'm not too sure, but it's their birthday balm lip balm. It looks like it's for a child. It looks so childish, but I love it so much, and I didn't think I would because it has glitter in it. And honestly, I just had really low expectations for this brand. I don't know if that sounds bad, but honestly, if it's not Blistex or Vaseline, I always just assume the lip balm's not going to be that good. You know what I mean? But this stuff is the best. I'm always reaching for this one. It also sticks to my Octo Buddy so nicely, and it's so aesthetic. And when you put it on, you don't have to reapply for ages. Like, it's actually so good. I'm gonna put a little bit on right now. I assume this is ridiculously overpriced. overpriced. I bought it in America and just pretended like the conversion didn't exist, but I guess I'll link it below for you guys. Another thing I've loved is the MCO Beauty No. 2 Salted Caramel and Pistachio Fragrance Mist. This is a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro one. I've never used the Sol de Janeiro one, but this smells fire, and I got this on special as well. I want to say this bottle, which is 240 mils, was like $15. I don't even want to know. Wait, actually, I have had the Sol de Janeiro one. I got it in duty free. Wait, I got it in duty free. It was the small one and it was $35. Wow, sorry. That is a rip-off. Sorry. Yeah, that's made me love this even more. And then lastly, for physical items, I have my fake tan. I recently switched back to using this one. This is the Le Tan Dark Ultra Dark Salon Quality Tanning Foam. Oh wait, no, that's not the name. It's the Le Tan Uber Dark Ash Base Fake Tan. I used to use this when it came out back in like 2015 or 16, and then I switched over to Loving Tan because I had so much Loving Tan. They sent me so much and I love Loving Tan, but when I ran out, I bought this one because I was like, oh, what a blast from the past. I haven't used her in a while, and I forgot how good she is. She's phenomenal, especially if you're pale, and I'm pretty sure they make this in different shades as well. Like there's Ash Base, which is meant to be for fairer skin tones, and then there's 2 other ones that are made for different skin tones, and this is pretty affordable. I want to say, I fear I'm thinking of the 2016 price, but I feel like it's only $15, $20. I'm not too sure, but I usually just wait till it's on special. Love her. Okay, moving into apps, programs, that sort of thing. First up is the Flow app. It's basically a Pomodoro / timer app, but the best thing about it is you can change the duration. This is what I use every single day. I use the hour timer on it, and then once you've completed the timer, it then has a break. But yeah, you can adjust the break time, the timer time. It's just so good. And what happens is once you've set it, you can exit out of it and it goes up into your little toolbar, taskbar thing on your Mac. So if you need to see the time, you can see it, but you don't have to have the actual application open, if that makes sense. I literally use this every single day. Harriet showed me this app and it has changed my life. And then I was trying to think of what I've been watching this month, and the only thing I could think of was Hell's Kitchen. Cal and I literally got hooked on Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. I am not ashamed to admit it. I loved it. I loved it. And usually I hate cooking shows, but I just love a reality show, especially a game show. So if you're in need of a easy show to watch in the background, definitely recommend Hell's Kitchen. Podcast wise, I'm still obsessed with Pretty Basic and Basically Unfiltered. I never miss an ep. And then another thing that I love in Feb was going to my Pilates classes. I did a trial at this gym called Upstate. I think there's various locations in Melbourne, and their trial is $59 for unlimited classes for a month. Could not recommend more. I literally ended up getting a membership after that, which I know is their whole like marketing plan, but I really loved that in Feb. Oh wait, I think it's meant to separate shows from the apps and programs. Oh well, who cares? It doesn't matter. Those were my February favorites. Let me know what you guys were obsessed with this month. Whether it's a show, an album, a product, whatever. I really wanted to know. Okay guys, we have officially finished the March reset. I had such a good February and I'm honestly so excited to see what March brings, and I feel like I've really set myself up for a good month. I'm just so excited and I'm feeling really, really good. And I hope you guys are too. And if you're not, it's okay. We got this. We will get through it. But if you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed, you should definitely subscribe because we're basically best friends at this point. Also, if you've watched this far, comment down below the memo emoji. Now I've pointed like this, I feel like I have to say 2. The memo emoji and the headphones emoji. Either, you can choose. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!